Hello guys. Hi. My name is Contentish I don't know. And today I've come across My Story Animated. And they have done what could potentially literally ruin Albert Einstein's name in general. They made a video on him. And if we know, most animated YouTube channels do really weird things, you know? Like who have I watched before? Share My Story. I turned my bullies into sugar babies. Yeah, they've done really weird stuff before. So, today I'm personally defending Albert Einstein myself because I don't want him to have his name permanently ruined. So let's get into the
On March 14th,
let's get into the video. We're literally 1 minute of an intro. Into the intro. Okay.
1879, an unusual baby was born to a family in Ulm, Germany. For starters, he had an unusually big head. It's a little larger than normal, but he looks fine to me.
Are you blind? It's huge. Oh, what if he's broken?
What do you...
But he looks fine to me.
His head is the size of his mother? Well, it's huge, yeah. But what do you mean how would he be broken?
Are you blind? It's huge. Oh, what if he's broken? What if he's never
broken?
able to speak or think any intelligent thoughts?
Why is he drooling? Why did they have to add that?
The baby's mom really couldn't have been more wrong. Hi, I'm Albert Einstein, and this is my story.
Today I learned that babies can wink.
Ever since I could remember, my parents told me I was, well, different. For starters, I hated playing with other kids and always preferred to be alone. I also didn't speak until I was 4 years old. Then when I did speak, people would act as if I'd said something strange.
Why? Because your head's big?
Like one time, Mom invited her friend over for lunch and I had an important question for her. Your arms are so thin, your skin is almost see-through, but for some reason I can't see your bones, only the color of your veins.
Get your
Isn't that just a curious child?
hands off me. Does your son have no manners?
Wait, I'm just
That's what I said. He's just curious.
curious. I wonder what would happen if I lit a candle and shone it close to you.
Okay, that's weird.
You think I'd see anything beneath your skin?
You're not making any sense, Albert, and you're being rude.
How?
Sometimes I worry there's something wrong with him.
Mom sent me to my room then, and I didn't understand what I did wrong.
I don't understand either.
I just asked a question, and as time passed, I really started getting into trouble. One day, when I was 15, I was in class and I was bored to death. And when my teacher, Mr. Windsor, asked us to work in pairs, I just snapped. So we have to solve... I'm not doing this. School is dumb, and I'm not letting any teacher tell me what to do. But we have to do what the teacher says.
This right here is the lamest kid I've ever seen. Inside of a school, in general.
No, I've got a better idea. I convinced the guy to steal...
What type of teacher falls asleep in the middle of class? Who does that?
Mr. Windsor's notes and bag when he wasn't looking and sneaked out of the classroom.
When he wasn't looking, he was dead cold, bro.
We ran away from school to a nearby river where I tossed my teacher's notes. This'll teach him not to make us memorize stuff until our brain hurts. Throwing those notes away felt so freeing, but my happiness didn't last for long. Mom, Dad, our principal, and the police found us.
How exactly? Care to explain how?
And we were toast.
Care to explain how they found you? Did they just put a tracker? They didn't even know you were outside the school.
Albert's behavior is completely unacceptable. This has gone on too long. He pulls pranks on teachers, never pays attention in class, and now he's stealing.
He left a lot of details out.
This is the last straw, young man. I got suspended for a week, but when I got back to school, things took a wild turn. I was sitting in class when Mr. Windsor called to the chalkboard to solve a math problem. All right, Mr. Einstein, I have an equation that even you can't mess up. All you have to do is figure out. The answer is 9.27001 over 16. Mr. Windsor looked like he was having a...
That does not look like he's having a stroke. What is this animation? Number 2, the question. The question.
up. All you have to do
X minus Y
is figure
is
out. The answer is 9.27001
X. Wait.
over 6. I have in a class when Mr. Windsor...
Yeah, X minus Y minus 5 is equal to... What?
Called to the chalkboard to solve a math problem. All right, Mr. Einstein, I have an equation that even you can't mess up. All you have to do is figure out. The answer is 9.27001 over 16. Mr. Windsor looked like he was having a stroke, and
That was the most random thing ever.
all the kids started whispering. God, what had I done now? Mr. Windsor grabbed his calculator and asked me again what the answer was and how I'd gotten it because, well, it was correct. I don't know.
X minus Y minus 5 is not 9. Wait, what is it? What did he say? It's not 9.27001 over 16.
Young man, you have a gifted mind. This makes
Like, is there even a possible way that's... Huh? There's not even a division symbol between it.
so much sense. All of this is too easy for you. You're probably bored to death. I'll move you up to an advanced class and we'll give you more difficult tests. You must develop this talent. Suddenly, something inside me burst. No, I don't want to do any of that.
That's snapping. Not what he did earlier. Not saying, not whispering, no, I'm not gonna do any of that. No, like snapping at the teacher, literally screaming
I
at him.
can't take this anymore. I know you mean well, but I can't go on like this. I quit school. I'll teach myself all this stuff. That week, I dropped out of school and my parents...
I'm pretty sure a 12-year-old, even with a huge brain, bro, your decisions aren't really developed until you're 25. I don't think you're gonna be able to tutor yourself that well.
Parents were horrified. I was sure they thought I was a lost cause or crazy or both. So when I was 17, I left home and went straight to university for physics.
How did you even apply? Like, literally, how did you even apply?
It was time to put myself and my dreams first, no matter what anyone thought. On my first day, I was walking down the hallway when I ran into a group of guys pointing and laughing at something. Hey, what's going on? See that girl over there? She's in our class. I didn't know our university allowed chicks to even walk in here.
That's a compliment.
Princess, why don't you go back home to cook me dinner?
That's a compliment and now you're insulting. I am so confused.
I'll have potatoes with extra sausage. What a jerk. Before the boy could finish, I walked over to the girl. I know those guys are acting like pigs, but at the end of the day, they don't matter.
I don't think you need to lecture her about it. I feel secondhand embarrassment currently.
You look at the universe, you realize how small and...
When you look at the universe, you realize how small each one of us are.
unimportant each one of us is. This book talks about how the earth...
Bro, you can tell she's about to burst. And also, how is a book gonna help her? It's a book.
is like the size of a... Suddenly, the girl smacked the book out of my hand.
You have no idea what I'm going through. As if some dumb book will make me feel better about the fact that everyone's treating me like a freak.
That was so... We didn't know that. Cool. But, like, also a book isn't gonna change you. Exactly.
The girl stormed off and I felt bad. I found later that her name was...
You felt... why do you feel bad for someone that's mistreating you? Literally.
Maleva, and the boys just wouldn't leave her alone. One morning,
She deserves it.
I saw Maleva studying in the library, and for some reason, I felt like sitting next to her. Need any help with your schoolwork?
Ugh, you again? You're everywhere.
So, in the exact same day, because there's no way you bumped into this girl like 30 times without following her. And I swear, if you were following her and you left that out of the story, oh my god. But like, if you're not following her and you bumped into her so many times in the same, that's insane. It has to be in the same day because she's like, oh my god, you're everywhere. And you have to find out that her name, never mind, bro.
You're not following me, are you?
No, but for some reason, we keep running into each other. I also think we're a lot alike.
How?
People treat me like I'm a weirdo too, but I'm
This guy's too self-confident. He's too self-confident. He needs an ego downgrade.
actually pretty cool and really smart.
He's too egotistical.
And modest. If you're so smart, how come I'm ahead of you on the honors roll?
What was she talking about? I'd been #1 in our class all semester, but Maleva led me to the school bulletin board, and she was the top of our class.
Maleva's smarter than Albert Einstein. Really? Do I know a Maleva? Maleva Merritt. Is Maleva Merrick smart? I don't know and I don't care anymore.
Instead of me.
Congratulations, genius. You finally found someone smarter than you.
You are also so cocky. Bro, she's mistreating you. Oh my god.
Maleva smirked at me and walked off, and I couldn't help feeling annoyed.
Punch her.
But
Punch a woman. Doesn't matter. Punch
after
her.
that day, something changed between us.
She just teased you. And you're just gonna be like, oh, something changed between us. Yeah, we're best friends now.
She invited me to do homework with her every day
She said she's smarter than you. Why would she need you?
after school, and even asked our professor if we could be lab partners. She still teased me non-stop, but I just knew she didn't hate me as much as she pretended.
She's crushing on you. Really obvious. She's obviously crushing on you.
Then one day, I got a letter from Dad saying Mom was sick and asked me to come home as soon as possible. And to my shock, Maleva said she'd come with me.
I know we have finals, but you shouldn't have to deal with this alone.
What are his parents gonna be like? Son, why have you brought a stranger to us, to our house, when your mother is sick?
I'll get on the next train with you.
Maleva hugged me, and I felt my heart race.
You are so crushing on her. You guys are like Jesus Christ meant to each other in this story.
When I arrived home, I went straight up to Mom's room and she was happy to see me, especially with a girl. But Dad was
His mom's happy for a stranger to be in a house with her, and she's happy. She's like, he's like dating some. Why?
furious. Albert, this is a family matter. Why did you bring this strange girl to the house all of a sudden?
Because he's retarded. That was quite offensive. He's kind of dumb.
Dad, you don't have to be rude. She just came along for support. Well, whoever you are, you're wasting your time on my son because he's a nutcase.
You just offended your son. What do you mean he's a nutcase? You're literally... I forgot. forgot the word. I forgot the word. You're being a hypocrite. Yeah, hypocrite.
Who only ever thinks
You're
of
a
himself.
nutcase, bro.
Wow.
You're a nutcase.
Now I remember why leaving home was the best decision ever.
Why do you sound like you're genuinely in pain? The best decision ever. Like, actually used emotion at the end of it. Like, I know I did it really bad. Like, in my illustration. Like, he actually used emotion. And you can hear his emotion.
Tears stung my eyes as I stomped out of the room into...
Did she just walk out of a wall? And also, why did the door open like that? Why is the door not closing?
the yard. Mileva followed me.
Albert, this was my fault. I shouldn't have invited myself to come with you. I just wanted to be there for you.
Invited you? He could have stopped you.
I never wanted to cause any problems.
Are you kidding? You've been amazing.
And
It's
you've
my
been retarded.
dad who's acting like a jerk. But he is right about one thing. I do have issues, and you shouldn't waste your time on me.
Exactly.
Listen, I know I give you a tough time, but the truth is, you're the most brilliant and interesting guy I've ever met. And I want to take a chance on you.
Finally! Jesus, after being so bad at hiding it!
Suddenly, Mileva leaned in and kissed me.
Bro, you didn't even say you like her back. She just walked up to you and kissed you. Is she retarded? Like, he didn't even say anything. He was standing there. There's no way he could have seen his face because he was blushing, but she could only see the back of his head. Like, you didn't even hear he likes you back, bro.
And it felt like all the light in the universe filled in the space between us.
No, it didn't.
After that, Mileva and I started dating, and I was on cloud 9 for the next 10 months. Then one morning, our professor called us to his desk, but Mileva wasn't in class. I didn't know why she hadn't come that day. Well, it's a shame she's not here. I have a rare opportunity. It's a research position at one of the most prestigious programs in the world, but only one of you can go. You both are equally gifted students, so I thought I should tell you both and you can decide between yourselves.
Give it to her. If you actually like her, give it to her.
I was speechless. What was I supposed to do? I told the professor I talked to Mileva, but he needed an answer right away.
Just say no. What is he gonna do with it? He has to wait for you to give him an answer.
And so I decided to take the position.
Or just don't take the position in general. You are so selfish, so cocky, so self-esteem. Oh my god.
After school, I went over to Mileva's house with knots in my stomach. It turned out she was sick with a cold.
You should have given it to her.
When I told her what happened, she was dead silent.
And you took the position? Just like that.
Mileva, I'm so sorry. I know a position like this would have been your dream too, but I wasn't given a chance to talk to you. I didn't have time.
Don't worry about it, Albert. I understand.
Mileva.
She's actually... This is the first time in the video I've seen empathy. She's hiding it! So easy to realize!
Mileva pulled me close, even though she was sick. We got married a year later and had children.
We just skipped an entire year, guys. Yeah, we just skipped an entire year. Why is she staring at her child with such a... I'm bored of this look, or I'm sad. She looks so confused. She's like why do I have this child again in my head? Why?
We were happy and I was
She was not happy. She was confused.
thriving at my new research position, writing theses and making all kinds of discoveries.
Yes. So, line. Yes, this is the brand new plastic material. We could have never found this out without Albert Einstein. Line, 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 line. Oh my god, that's insane. Line, 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 line. Oh my god. That's impossible.
In theoretical physics, but something had changed in my relationship with Maleva.
But something had changed. You guys just got married. What is the story? Okay, so we're in the plot where we just got married. And your relationship with her is already falling apart. How did you not realize that she wasn't a good match with you before you guys even got married if you were already falling apart? There's no way this already started one day after your marriage. You guys should be happy.
There was something wrong between us, and I didn't know how to go about it. One night, I came home from work when I saw Maleva looking at me furious.
Why is her face purple? Why is her face purple?
Where have you been, Albert?
I was at the university. I had to work an hour late. I'm sorry.
Well, you're never home, and I'm sick of it.
You're never home, and I'm sick of. How do you get sick? Huh? Okay. You left out that you were never home. You never said I was most of the time I was at the university.
You're off being a big shot scientist while I'm over here changing diapers.
I'm also off bringing home money for our family.
How much money are you making? You have 2 stacks of $100 bills. How?
And I always help you with everything when I get home. Maleva, do you want me to quit my job? What can I do differently? Maleva just fell silent.
Jealousy and agony.
It was so obvious she was jealous of my success, and
Stop copying my words! I swear, as soon as I say something, they say inside of the video.
I didn't know how to help her. I tried taking her to the lab with me and watching the kids more, and even tried including Maleva in my research. But one day, Maleva dropped a bombshell on me.
What the hell does this woman want? Now this video is making me change my perspective of wanting to have a wife. Women are weird, you know?
I love you, Albert, but I can't do this. I'm not happy with you anymore. I want a divorce.
You were never happy. Do not realize. You said the relationship changed. She doesn't have interest in you anymore. Bro.
But why? Are you just going to resent me forever?
Bro, you would have accepted it by this point. Why are you so, like, teary-eyed? You literally knew this was gonna happen. Like, there's no way. All these hints, you ignored them like that. You knew this was gonna happen. Oh my god.
I thought you wanted me to follow my dreams, and I'm not stopping you from following yours.
You literally are. You have.
You stopped me the moment you took that job opportunity in university.
You can apply. You can apply for it. He got it in the university because he was bright. And you weren't there because you're a weakling that can't handle a cold. And now you're mad at him because he did the only thing he could do. And he was also retarded. Oh my god.
On March 14th, 1879...
Brilliant, Albert. I know it's in the past, and
Well, duh, it's in the past.
I don't want to keep resenting you. I want to remember why I fell in love with you, and always see you that way. You're brilliant, Albert, and we shouldn't hold each other back anymore.
I pulled Maleva close as tears filled my eyes. That following month, we filed for divorce, and just like that, everything changed. And I didn't know what would happen next. One night, I was on the train and trying to fall asleep, but this girl kept walking up and down the aisles and singing loudly while she tossed a ball up and down. Hey, kid, can you quiet down? Some of us
That's not how you talk to a kid. I know you're trying to gain superiority because you're annoyed, but that's not how you talk to a kid.
are trying to sleep.
You're not my dad, so
That kid is a brat and will literally die when she literally finds out what a teacher is when she's 5. The teacher's gonna tell her, do your homework or else I will give you suspension. It's just gonna be like, you're not my mommy, so you can't tell me what to do, bro. She does that to, like 13-year-old when someone older than them, like in 1st grade. They're still dumb, like retarded levels. They're not gonna know what to do. They're gonna punch her in the face. She's gonna get something. Like, what type of brat?
so you can't tell me what to do.
I feel pain for him. I would punch her in the face. I don't care. I would punch her in the face. Even if I'm 20 or 25. I don't care. I'd still punch her in the face.
Well, lucky for the both of us, this is my stop. I stormed off the train, grateful to get away from that brat.
Burn in hell.
But as the train rode away, I saw something strange. The girl was still tossing the ball up and down, but it looked like it was moving faster and faster. And suddenly, the wheels in my mind were racing like...
I mean, I guess how a connection can make you think really much. But not like to the point where you look actually traumatized. What the heck?
like crazy. Time moved faster when I was off the train. That was why the ball looked like it was moving slower when I was on the train.
That makes no sense. Well, that it's moving slower. Could have just said, oh, the ball's moving slower in the train than outside the train. Not make a dumb explanation that makes no sense.
The next few months moved fast, still tossing the ball, trying to sleep.
You're not my dad, so you can't tell.
Wait, guys. Guys, I'm gonna end the video here because I cannot handle any more of Albert Einstein's pain. So, yeah. My story animated sucks.